Hello, welcome to our presentation of our multi-purpose sports complex facility that we plan to do for the Anthony Wayne Local Schools District. This was our plan that we were able to design through over a couple of weeks of drafting and making a model on SketchUp. So here's a brief table of contents that sort of outlines what I'm going to be presenting to you about today. So first we're going to be just talking about the project in general and what our initial thoughts were, what we wanted to achieve in the project, and then we'll talk about our 3D CAD model and show you what we hope to achieve with our project. So first, we wanted to identify what we wanted to do with our facility. Is that we wanted to add all of the existing facilities together to create a space where we can have multiple groups in at a time, uh, so that way they can practice in one complete place. So our initial thoughts, we did some initial research um, of what sort of facilities are out there, what facilities include. A lot of them had indoor tracks as well as stuff within the tracks. So this sort of got us thinking of making sure we had um, s- sort of large spaces, but also spaces within the spaces. Um, so that way the spaces were multi-use. And this got us thinking to have locker rooms, bathrooms, as well as a weightlifting facility inside our multi complex. So we also got the idea of a balcony from the BGSU as well as the UT health facilities on campus. Uh, Both of them have a track that overlooks multiple areas, and we were able to find this in our research as well with those two pictures there. And we thought that would be a nice addition to our facility. So these are our four main goals, where we have multi-use fields, um, athletes facilities, weight room, as well as individualized spaces. So we have big fields that can be used for multiple different sports. Um, and then we have athletes facilities, so like bathrooms, locker rooms, and the like, as well as um, office spaces behind the desk for coaches and for athletic trainers, and a weight room, which can also be sort of multi-use for all sports, as well as individualized spaces, so like batting cages, your film rooms, stuff like that, where it might not apply to all sports, but it can definitely be super useful for to have it all centrally located in one facility. So this is our proposed site. Firstly, up here in the left, we have off of Booker Road, where currently there are two fields here that are used for lacrosse and soccer, right next to the administration building, which is right there. Uh, our second plan is to put it in this park. I'm not sure what it's called, but it'd be off of Finsel. It'd be right across from the middle school here and the rest of campus. So like the middle school, then there's a junior high about here, and then high school about here, if you're to look beyond the picture. And then our third spot location is we're thinking about the freshman football field area, where hopefully we could level that out and be able to place it in the back corner there. But ideally, we would want to put it on Booker Road because it's the flattest, and I believe that we have the space all the way out here, so we have a lot of room for parking if we wanted to expand out that way as well. So here are our initial concepts, as well as drawings. You see up here, I sort of focused on making multi-purpose goals, so like field goal and soccer goal. Um, this would be sort of the field where we'd have hash marks every 10 yards, as well as we'd have markings for lacrosse and soccer. It'd be 60 yards by 50 yards, so basically half a soccer field, and it would be marked for football, lacrosse, as well as soccer, as I sort of mentioned. Um, we sort of experimented with having the baseball field in there. We think that it wouldn't be as useful for the baseball team if it would be just too much in one spot. Then Matt decided to drop our initial first floor plan, where we would have uh, sort of like a square-like setup, um, sort of almost like a food court, where like you could go around, like there would be an empty space in the middle, and everything of the facilities would surround that central point, with a second floor and weight room on the second floor, the track. I also did some concept art for a potential like thing for the walk-in, but I didn't know how to put that into the uh, wouldn't be able to draw that into the facility. So maybe that would be something that we could do. Maybe. But anyway, our second floor plan. This was what we decided to use for our actual design, where we have our breezeway into the main lobby with our uh, trainers' offices as well as coaches' offices, front desk, and then you can lead straight into the locker room. So you'd have locker room 1 and locker room 2 with restrooms, as they would both lead into batting cages, the baseball diamond or softball diamond, um, as well as your multi-purpose football, lacrosse, soccer field with storage. These are your stairs and elevator, which would lead you up to the second level here, which would come out here, and we plan to have a weight room there with a track, which would be over top of your lobby area, and then you could have some film rooms as well as some golf simulators on this. So film room and 2 golf simulators. Then we decided to take this into SketchUp and actually make a model. So we were able to bring those attributes out in our design here, and we wanted to focus on 3 main areas that we were able to design again. And we decided to have a show our football area here. If you can see off to the right, you can see the lobby area, and we decided to use plexiglass so that way you could be able to watch from the lobby. So that way it's sort of the building's sort of connected everywhere. And then area 2, we sort of decided to switch it up. We found that we had a lot of space in the bottom, and there wouldn't really need to have a locker room that's absolutely massive. So we decided to put our film room as well as our weight room down here next to our uh, locker room and our batting cages. And then area 3, we can see the overlooking the baseball diamond, and then you can sort of see off to the left here, this is the track on the second story. So this is the floor plan. Um, Seeing how it's all related, you can sort of see this walkway here as it leads from the stairs and the elevator to the track. So it's all sort of connected here. And then under the track, you can see our lobby as well as our weight room, film room, and locker room. So that's all we have to present. Thank you for listening to our presentation today. And I hope we were able to show you what our insight into what we believe would be the best way to create a multi-purpose facility for future Anthony Wayne students.